Hey everyone, I hope all of you are doing great. So, this video is very important for all the beginners, those who are jumping into the data industry. As you know, that data is going to rapidly increase in all the industries. We talk about automobile industry, pharmaceutical industry, tech industry, hospitality industry, no industry, or the department of the company. If we talk about HR department, finance department, logistics department, supply chain department, sales department, marketing department, no industry, no company can run without successfully or without proper insights they can generate from their data. Okay, so every company have at least the data of their products, of their customers, of their sales, revenue, profit, quantity sold. So these are the basic data that every company have, and we need data analysts like you. So that you can bring insights from the data and you can help company to grow ultimately as well. Okay, so there are many things we are going to learn about data analytics, but it's just an introductory session. If you don't know about data, if you don't know what are the types of data, if you don't know that what are the rules, roles and responsibilities, what are the skills required, so this is a very basic introductory session for each and every one of you, so that you will be very crystal clear about what data analytics is. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen and show you the proper insights on the data analytics. First of all, this is about data analytics from data to decisions. Okay, data and decisions both are the core important terms in here, data and decisions. Okay, so a comprehensive introduction. So this is your analytics mentor Aditi Gupta. I have trained more than 60,000 plus students, freshers, working professionals, and now we are going to learn a basics and an introduction about data analytics and both data to decisions. Okay, both we are going to talk about in here. So first of all, if we talk about what data analytics is, okay, so first of all, when it comes to data analysis, it's all about cleaning the data, understanding the data, managing the visuals, managing the insights. So it's about a core data analytics. So see it very carefully, that data analytics is a process of collecting, cleaning, analyzing, and interpreting data to uncover insights, patterns, and trends that helps organization make informed decisions. Okay, so as a data analyst, we need to analyze the data effectively so that we can take proper and informed decisions for the company and we can help company to grow. Okay, so this is about what data analytics is. Now the next slide is about the importance of data. Okay, so what is the importance of data, why companies have even data? Okay, because they need to analyze it, visualize it, make the reports and dashboards of the data. So why should company have the data? Okay, so this is the importance of data, which is understanding analytics, reporting, and we can do some data science which can help us in predictions and forecasting as well. Okay, so data analytics transform raw data into actionable insights while reporting summarize past performances. In contrast, data science incorporates advanced techniques to predict future trends and inform decisions. Okay, so we have two terms in here, data analyst and data science. So if you want to be in the data domain, first of all, you need to be very familiar with the data analytics roles and jobs and responsibilities and skills. And let's say if you come from a very technical background, then you can go for a data scientist job roles as well. But if you come from a non-technical background, you don't like coding and programming, you are more into communication, presenting, storytelling, making dashboards, making visuals, then data analyst can be the perfect choice for you. Okay, so that's the core importance of data, and this is about a core data and business analysis in here. Okay, now if we talk about data scientist is more for reporting and future trends. Okay, let's say if you have past 10 to 15 years of data, you can easily predict the future. Okay, using some algorithms which we can use a data science. Okay, so data analytics mostly is for the non-technical folks, data scientist is for more for the technical folks. Okay, so you need to first of all understand this concept that if you want to be in a data industry, if you want to make your data profile higher than others, then make sure that you need to follow the roadmap roadmap. First, understand the data, learn tools and technologies, be familiar with data analytics, and then you can jump to data scientist. Okay, first data analyst comes into picture, and then data scientist comes into picture. Okay, so that's the importance of data, that we can create some reports and dashboards so that we can ultimately help companies to grow. Okay, now, if we talk about the types of data, mostly we have two types of data. These are the core two types of data we have in here. So, two type of data is either structured data or unstructured data. Okay, so let's say if you are working with any company, you need to deal with both sort of data. It can be a structured data or unstructured data as well. Okay, so when it comes to the structured data that is organized in a fixed format, usually in rows and columns, make it easy to store and analyze. You just think about it, like if you have a data in Excel format, if you have a data in any server like SQL servers or Oracle server, if you have a data in proper rows and columns format, it can be in Google Sheets, OneDrive, SharePoint, anywhere, but the data is properly cleaned and it is in a proper format of rows and columns. That means this is a structured data. Okay, structured data where we don't need to do any cleaning. Okay, first of all, if you have a data, you need to check that data, is it structured data or unstructured data. If it is a structured data, then you need to do a proper reporting and dashboarding. Directly you can create reports out of structured data. The examples of structured data is, we have Excel, a normal databases, SQL servers, Azure servers. So wherever the databases, data administration part, data pipeline, and the data which we have in a proper rows and columns format, it is a structured data. If we talk about unstructured data, data that has no predefined format or structure, making it harder to analyze. Okay, so when it comes to the unstructured data, it is having emails, text documents, images, videos are sort of unstructured data. Okay, so this is an example of unstructured data. Emails, text documents, images, videos, because they are not in a proper format of rows and columns. Okay, so structured data we can analyze it directly, but unstructured data we can't analyze it directly. First of all, we need to clean it. First of all, we need to convert that into reports and dashboards, rows and columns. Okay, so structured data is easy to analyze, but unstructured data is difficult to analyze, because unstructured data first of all needs transformation. Is it clear? So this is a two type of data. We have structured data and unstructured data, and today in the session whatever we are discussing is totally related to an interview perspective as well. So let's say in the next interview anyone can ask you that what is a difference between structured or unstructured data, or they can directly ask you how many types of data we have. Okay, so the answer is structured and unstructured, and explain it with the help of proper example. Now we have also qualitative data and quantitative data. Okay, so when it comes to qualitative data, it's a descriptive non-numerical data that explains qualities or characteristics. Like a qualitative data, that means it defines some sort of quality in here. Okay, so when it comes to quality data, it is a proper, like customers feedbacks, opinions, colors. So these are the qualitative data which is in a text format. Okay, this is in a text format which you can't able to analyze. So basically qualitative data is a unstructured data itself. Okay, when it comes to quantitative data is a numerical data that can be measured, that can be analyzed. Example, sales figures, revenue, age, profit, quantity sold. So anything you can see in numbers is a quantitative data, but anything you can see in a text format, this is a qualitative data. Okay, so now in a nutshell we understood that okay, we have two type of data, structured and unstructured, and also we have two more type of data, which is qualitative and quantitative. Okay, so these are the different four sort of types of data we have in here. Now this is a data, we are talking about just data. Okay, like structured or unstructured, qualitative or quantitative, this is a data. But Data analytics is of four type. Okay, if you combine data with analysis, so data is different, analysis is different. If you combine both, it becomes data analysis. Okay, and it is four type of data analytics we have in the market. The first is descriptive analytics, second is diagnostic analytics, predictive analytics, and prescriptive analytics. Okay, so this is very important interview question, and you need to first of all understand what is the difference in all these analytics as well. Okay, so these are the four different analytics we have: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay, so when it comes to descriptive analytics, it is like what happened. So whenever you analyze the data, okay, it can be any data: sales data, HR data, revenue data, it is a automobile industry data, or a technical data. You need to understand that whenever you analyze the data, you need to answer these four questions. Okay, so this is a type of analytics. If you are thinking that, Aditi, what we do in analytics, what we do in data analytics, so these are the four pointers you will do when you will analyze a data. Okay, so these are the four questions you need to answer when you analyze the data. Okay, these are the insights you need to show in front of CEOs of the company when you analyze the data. Okay, so descriptive analytics is what happened. You need to tell that what happened, like what happened in the past. Okay, diagnostic analytics is why did it happen. Okay, so whatever happened in the past as per your analysis, so you need to analyze that why it happened as well. Okay, so let's say in the past year the sales was less, so you need to analyze why the sales was less. Okay, now predictive analytics, what is likely to happen next. Now you need to analyze in the past year sales was less, and this is the reason why sales was less. Now you need to analyze that in the next year what can be the sales. Okay, or in the next year this can be the sales. And prescriptive analytics, it's what should be done. Okay, so maybe you have analyzed that in future as well the sales will be similar or maybe less, so you need to now analyze that how you can improve that particular sale as well. Okay, so as a data analyst you need to analyze what happened in the past, what will happen in the future, and how you can change the future as well using your past analysis of the data. Maybe in the company the past year sales was less, so you need to analyze as an analyst why the sales was less. Okay, and now you need to predict that in the next year what we can do so that the sales will be more. Okay, so these are the four type of major data analytics we have in here: descriptive, diagnostic, predictive, and prescriptive. Okay, which will tell you what happened, why did it happen, what is likely to happen next, and what should be done in the near future. Okay, so these type of four data analytics we have, and it is a very 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 interview question as well. Okay, now if we jump into the next slide, this is about data analytics life cycle. Okay, understand a complete life cycle of the data analytics, which is first of all we need to clean the data. The first is cleaning the data, second is analysis of the data, then data visualization, and then decision making. Okay, so this is a very simple life cycle. If you work with any industry, any company, if you will work with small, medium, or large enterprises, these are the four core type of life cycle that you need to mention, okay, in the interview, or that is a life cycle that you need to follow in your next project as well. Okay, let's say if you are doing the project with DMart. DMart is a famous nowadays, the mart where you can get any sort of products in here, household products and the random other products as well. Okay, so let's say if you are working with DMart, or if you are working with any e-commerce company, it can be Amazon as well. Okay, so let's say if you are working with any company, let's say Mintra or Amazon, and they hand over their data to you. Okay, so first of all you need to check it is clean data or unclean data, it is structured data or unstructured data, it is qualitative data or quantitative data. So this is the proper analysis you need to do first of all. Okay, so now the first step of the data analytics life cycle is first of all data cleaning. Okay, then we have data analysis, data visualization, and after that the decision making. Okay, so this is a life cycle, And then you need to understand that if you want to do a proper data analysis, then what are the essential tools and technologies that you all need to use. Okay, if you want to follow this particular life cycle, that you need to, if you need to clean the data, if you need to analyze the data, if you need to visualize the data, if you need to take decisions through data, then in that case, what are the tools and technologies that you need to follow? Okay, so in that case, see it very carefully. There are some essential tools for data analysis, and the some tools which is essential and which is very high in demand in the market is Power BI and Tableau. Okay, Power BI is a primary tool because it is a tool by Microsoft and it is having a lot of advantages. It is easily integrated with Excel, Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, and all the other Microsoft application, Teams, Outlook for sharing your work. So the advantage working with Power BI as a data analysis tool is it is highly integrated with Microsoft applications. And as you know that all the organizations out there are using Microsoft 365, okay, for their day to day regular operations. So that's why Power BI is most in demand, because it is like easily integrated with other applications. And if companies are using Excel, then for them it's very easy to upgrade their software to Power BI, because both are very connected with each other, okay, and very integrated with each other. And as you know now as well, 86% of the organizations are just currently working with Excel as well, okay. And I want you to upgrade your skills to Power BI, because all these organizations gonna be jump from Excel to Power BI in the near future. That is for sure, because when it comes to Excel, guys, whatever you can do in Excel in 30 minutes, you can do the same work in Power BI in just 5 to 10 minutes. When it comes to Excel, it can't handle big data, but when it comes to Power BI, it can handle big data. Okay, so that's why it's time to learn some more advanced analysis tool. You can't able to just stuck to the Excel itself. You need to upgrade your skills before someone will upgrade and replace you. So make sure that it's a high time to upgrade your skills in the data industry, because data is future. Data is the core and key asset for the organizations ahead. It is a new gold. Data will help company to grow. Ultimately data will help company to generate their revenue and sales, and every company founders need that. Okay, so Power BI, Power plus BI, it is a powerful business intelligence tool by Microsoft, and Tableau is a tool and recently acquired by Salesforce. Okay, so Power BI and Tableau are both powerful data visualization tools that enable users to create dynamic dashboards, insight storytelling, and informed decision making, enhancing that analytical capabilities with organizations. Okay, so in a simple way, you can see in this particular image as well, right? So in Power BI and in Tableau, you can create these sort of reports and dashboards which you can see on the image. Okay, so these sort of reports and dashboards you can create using Power BI and Tableau. Okay, and the best part is for that you don't require coding as well. Maybe if you are thinking that, Aditi, I come from a non-technical background, Aditi, I don't know coding, I don't know programming, can I able to learn it, can I able to get the knowledge about Power BI, Tableau, can I able to work on it, can I get a job in it? The answer is definitely yes, because it doesn't require any coding or programming or sort of. Power BI and Tableau both are just drag and drop tool which can be easily used by the non-technical folks as well. Okay, so Power BI or data analytics will not stop you, or please don't stop learning these tools and technologies. If you feel like, no, Aditya, I'm not from this or that background, that doesn't matter, because for everyone, the skills of the data analysis and of course the Power BI is open. Okay. Now, when it comes to Python, databases, and cloud concepts, so whenever you work with data, okay, so these are the things which come hand in hand for sure. Okay, so maybe you are thinking that, Aditi, maybe for Python, for cloud concepts, we need coding. The answer is yes, you need it, but you don't need to apply proper code to code line when you do a data analysis. In Python, we have a lot of data visualization libraries like NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib. So these are the libraries you can directly import in the visualization tools and you can use their capabilities. Okay, in short, that if you are working with data analysis, if you want to be a data analyst, then of course you need to be familiar with a basic tools and technologies like Excel, a basic sort of Excel, Power BI, Tableau, some sort of Python knowledge, databases knowledge, SQL knowledge, a cloud concept. So these are some of the basic things that we need to do or we need to learn if we are jumping into the data analytics. Okay. But the primary tool and how you can start your journey, the primary tool is Power BI. Okay, because it will help you to understand the data, visualize the data, create insights from the data, making decisions from the data. So Power BI will clear all your ground concepts. Power BI will help you to be comfortable with data. Okay, then you can think about data scientist or a Python or a cloud concepts. Everything else is the secondary step. The primary step, if you want to get a job or entry level job in a data industry, then yes, Power BI is a must and foremost tool that you need to start with. Okay. Daily responsibilities of analyst. If you are thinking that, Aditi, what are the daily responsibilities of an analyst in here? So see, the key task and the activities of a data analyst is, first of all, collecting and cleaning the data, writing queries. Let's say, see, if you're using Power BI, Power BI will help you in data visualization, in data cleaning as well. But from somewhere you need to get the data. In Power BI, we don't have a data. We have data in servers. Okay. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to get the data in Power BI, maybe from Excel or SQL servers or Oracle server or Azure server or IBM server. The data can be anywhere. Okay. First of all, as a data analyst, our job is to get the data from a server in the Power BI. Okay. So see, the daily responsibilities we need to, like, as an analyst, I'm telling you, since last 8 to 9 years I'm working core with the data domain, learning about data technology. I have completed more than 50 plus projects. My past company was Capgemini, where I have worked as a senior analyst. So as per my experience, I'm saying the daily responsibility of an analyst is to clean the data, collect the data, writing the queries or fetch the data from servers, then analyze the data, find trends, patterns, then creating dashboards, reports, and then communicating whatever you analyze. Then you need to communicate your insights to the stakeholders as well. Okay, so this is a daily responsibilities of analyst. I hope this is clear. Now, required skills. Okay, so it's not like that you need only technical skills. Okay, if you want to be a data analyst, you need to be perfect in a technical skills as well as the soft skills as well. Okay, so when it comes to a technical skills, yes, Power BI, SQL, Tableau, these are the core skills that you all need to have. But when it comes to a soft skills, then you need to be very good in communication, presentation, storytelling as well. Okay, so technical skills is this, communication skills, and then business understanding for sure, guys. And this is a core important part. Let's say if you want to work with Amazon, so you need to understand how e-commerce companies work, then only you can analyze the data in a better way. Okay, so let's say if you go in a automobile industry, a tech industry, hospitality industry, e-commerce industry, make sure that you understand that industry and how that particular business work, then only you can help that company to grow. Okay, so guys, if you work with data, you have a core responsibility within you. It's not an easy job to do for sure. Okay, you have a responsibility to help company to grow. That's why in this profile you get a good package, you get a good profile, you get a good working environment, you get a good network. The reason is because you directly work with CEOs of the company, stakeholders of the company. Okay, so if you are willing to upgrade your skills to a data, if you are willing to work in a data industry, it doesn't matter you are a fresher student or a working professional, you can work in a data industry. You just need to understand the technical skills, you need to learn about some sort of soft skills, and you need to understand that how the businesses work. That's it. Okay, so this is a required skill for sure if you want to become an analyst. These are some of the real world use cases. Okay, let's say if you want to become an analyst, then you can become or you can work with the sales and marketing. Okay, so let's say if you are working in an analyst domain or as an analyst in sales and marketing, then you can find customer behavior and their campaign performances. In finance, if you will work as an analyst, you can analyze budgeting, forecasting, and a fraud detection. In operations, if you'll work as an analyst as a process optimization and cost reduction, these are sort of analysis you can do. If you'll work as a HR analyst, then hiring, performance analysis, attrition analysis, these are sort of analysis you can do. Product and customer user experience and retention analysis. Retention, that means if the customer is not repeating, okay, is the customer is not loyal, why is it so, okay? So this is some of the real world use cases. If you are thinking that Aditi, after learning Power BI, after learning about data, after learning about how we can create reports and dashboards, where we can do a job, what are the real world use cases? Then these are the real world use cases which is in front of you in the sales and marketing domain, in finance domain, in operations domain, in HR domain, and in product and customer domain. Okay, so if you are thinking that Aditi, I come from a total irrelevant background, you can use your experience, your past experience. At least you have a business knowledge, at least you have that domain knowledge, at least you are coming with that business knowledge and you are learning the data tools, and now you will implement in a new company or in a new project. Okay, so understand this thing, that don't stop yourself that Aditi, I come from a total different domain, because all the domains use data. Okay, you are coming with the expertise, okay, of the particular job role that you have been in, or as a fresher you can select that, okay, this is a department I am more interested in, I want to do a job in sales or a marketing or a finance. And let's say if you have done in masters, let's say you done masters in finance, or you have done masters in sales or operations or a supply chain or a marketing, so as per your masters as well, you can decide that which job role and which profile which will be perfect for you to work as an analyst. Okay, so these are some of the real world use cases. These are the industry trends, which is current trends include the rise of self-service of the BI tools, the significance of the storytelling, and so on. Okay. So the primary focus that you need to do on is about data analysis, the daily routine of a data analyst, what are the type of data analysts, and what are the skills required, and not only this, what are the real world use cases as well if you're gonna work as a analyst. Okay, so this is all about today's session where we have deep dive into data analytics. I hope most of the concepts are cleared from your end, and still if anything is left, you can definitely reach out to me via Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm active on all the platforms. You can find me by the name TechTip24, or you can find me by the name of Dr. Aditi Gupta, the founder of TechTip24, on LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, everywhere. Okay. So this is all about today's session. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Have fun. Please take care.